Guys, what we're going to be doing in this video is showing the process for upgrading the firmware in a Johnson Controls SNE. The process is not very complicated, but you do need to make sure that you have everything configured properly. You do need to make sure that you have your archives as far as everything backed up. You want to make sure that you back up everything properly. In fact, you want to have multiple copies of the backup. You want to have one that you do not upgrade just in case something major happens, and then you want to have the one that you're going to be working with, which, as part of the process, the system will automatically upgrade the database within an NAE. But it is highly recommended that you retain a pre-upgraded backup of that database as well. The process is very simple. Once you have the images and everything lined up, and make sure that you have a stable connection to the engine. Do not do this from a computer that you're relying on a battery. Make sure that you're plugged in, that you have a solid connection, that it does not get any kind of interruptions. But right now, guys, let's just jump over to our site and get an engine upgraded. Here we are in SCT Pro. We are running version 14.1, and you can see the engines that we have here. I've got the extended labels turned on for this, but you can see the version that each of those engines are running. So we're going to select our engine here that we're going to be upgrading, and you can see that we have already upgraded a couple of other engines here. And this is done to help with some of your security patches and things like that, as well as functionality. So you go down to the bottom, select your action tab and device options, and then upgrade engine. And here you're going to get a pop-up that's going to tell you the version that you're going to be upgrading it to. You can also select that here. This is where you're going to log in with the administrative credentials to be able to log directly into that engine. If you do not have administrative credentials on this, you're not going to be able to do this very easily. Once you get logged in, you're going to authenticate with the particular engine. You're also going to be given the option here in a moment. Once you authenticate it, you've actually got to do this a couple of times. Basically, you can see here if you are going to pair this engine for the first time with a server, you would need to enter the server credentials here. Since we have already paired this engine, we do not need to do that. And here we are going to be logging into the engine, into the database. And once we do that, again, it's just our administrative password for the system. We will type that here, and it just take a moment here to type this out. And again, guys, make sure you have a very stable connection when you do something like this. Make sure that you do not have any interruptions with your machine. I'm going to hit next, and it gives me the review screen here. This process is going to take approximately a half an hour, or at least that's been my experience with it. And you're going to see things that look like they stall, and it's just going to proceed slowly. You can see here that it's beginning the process by uploading the database that is directly in the engine currently. That is the first step in the process. And then it's going to go through all of these steps that you see here on the screen. I don't really have this zoomed back to where we can see all of them at once, but you will see that it does upgrade each of these steps, or it goes through each of these steps as part of the upgrade. You can see here we have gotten the archive uploaded, basically a backup of it. It is going to begin uploading or downloading some of the certificates, and just everything that you see on this list here is going to be added to that engine. And again, if you're watching this, if you're using SCT Pro, plan for about a half an hour, depending on your connection. The last step is the slowest. That takes approximately 20 minutes. For every one that I've done, it's always been about 20 minutes through our network connection. And you'll see, guys, that it's a simple process. Other than that, once it gets through each of these steps, you will get a green check mark for each of these steps once everything is done, and the engine should come back online with your server. It will go offline with your server, and for the duration of most of this, it's going to stay online. But then once it does get to the point of everything being loaded, it has to reboot, and at that point it will be offline with your server. And I want to show you something when you're looking at the engine directly. When I look under the Focus tab, I will see the firmware version, and I'm also going to see where it has a staged version. That's something that you can see when as part of the process, but you can see now with this particular network engine, we do have it upgraded to 14.1. At least that is the current revision. If I look at the one that has just been done, I scroll down through here, you can see this. Again, this matches as far as what we want. We want these at 14.1. I didn't show it very well, but basically what that network engine will do is it will take that newer form or newer version of the firmware and it will have it staged. Once the network engine has reset, you will see it basically transfer from the staged portion or partition of that network engine into the main firmware version of it. That's just how these seem to work. That's just how that the function of them is. I have had on an occasion, I've had a failure, and then I would basically have to go through the process again. Most of the time, and I say the majority of the time, a lot of the ones that I've done recently, they have gone very smoothly, but I have had a couple of hiccups with some particular engines, for whatever reason. If there's any kind of conflicts or anything within your database, you need to make sure that you clean all those up, and that'll help keep things much smoother. But guys, I hope this is helpful to you. Hope you like the video. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Share the video, share it everywhere. It really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. Also, be sure to check out all of the links down in the description. Those are affiliate links. Anything you buy through that helps support what we do here. But guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and we'll see you next time.